Hello guys, welcome back to another review, and today I'm going to review Nimona. This is the new Netflix animated film based on a comic with the same name, which is the perfect time for me to put like a disclaimer up saying that I haven't read the comic. So if this movie pulls a Sin City and the movie is not loyal to the source material, then sorry, I may check out the book in the future, but I'm just going to review this movie for what it is and what it has to offer. And yeah, so with that, I'm gonna get into the review. Nimona is about a knight named Ballister who is framed for killing his nation's queen, and to prove his innocence, he has the help of this shape-shifting human thing named Nimona. Nimona is a playful, daring, and an energetic Zarya Skin reject that rivets up every scene she's in, which pumps you up with serotonin and makes you excited and marvel at the action going on. I remember being excited every time she was on screen because she has unpredictable behavior, and it gave me such joy wondering what she's going to do next. But Ballister, on the other hand, is not really the same. Though he is quiet, he's calm, and basically everything opposite from Nimona, which is basically a basic story. This movie's just a classic tale of the unlikely duo that goes through their differences and has chemistry and grows to like each other and solves the conflict. Speaking of the conflict, we're going to go to the strongest aspect of the movie, and that is the villain. The villain, also called the director, is the strongest and one of the weakest. Well, not the weakest, it's just one part I don't really get about the movie. While all of she is like everything I kind of want in a villain. Like, she's like Eren Yeager in a sense, just messing everything up, causing destruction, gaslighting, manipulating. She's just like a menace that kind of needs to be stopped. And all of that is because of the movie's whole like message is discrimination. So in a basic sense, she wants to keep the bloodline of the Queen's Knights pure, and Ballister, being an outsider to the crew, the villain thinks that he is the crack to start the downfall of like their nation. So she's basically Donald Trump in a nutshell. And watching Nimona and Ballister trying to stop such a menace was such a fun experience to see, and just gave me, like joy of seeing people like that being cucked, especially when they got her confession tape, like, and faked her out. It's just like, that was so like out of a left field, and that was my favorite scene in the entire show. But with all the praises aside for her, there's one thing that I don't really like about her, and that ties into the ending. For the ending, in my opinion, I am very indifferent to it. It both has aspects that I really like, and it both has aspects that I don't like. Like, example one, when the villain dies and the conflict itself just doesn't exist anymore. Like, Ballister's like accusation or like crime of him being framed, it just drops, and it just doesn't exist anymore. Just because the director almost wiped out half of the city and died doing it doesn't mean Ballister is innocent. There's no like actual proof that he didn't kill the queen, and everyone just drops it. The director just destroyed all the evidence. The townspeople hated him for the entire movie and were at least not skeptical about him. And I kind of get that the ending was supposed to be celebrating Nimona for like saving the city, but still the fact that no one, like, there wasn't a scene that they proved his innocence another way, or another like plot element that was gonna prove his innocence, it's just not here, and that really kind of bothers me. Cycling back to that, I mentioned Nimona before, and yeah, she has one of the best like character arcs in the entire movie. I made it obvious earlier that she's my favorite character. And why is that? Because of the movie's message. Watching Nimona make a friend and having that friend and everything around like her tear down to pieces, and turning into an uncontrollable monster that almost destroyed an entire kingdom because of the way everyone treated her. I think it's fitting for her to have actually died at the end, and her getting revived I'll admit it, is a little bit silly. I feel like it would make her character arc come full circle, and there's a big part that makes this ending very indifferent to me. So yeah, that's it. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 7. Consider with all the solid characters, solid animation, and art style, which looks like Arcane X Spider-Verse. Just looks like that. So yeah, it's a solid movie with kind of a dumb ending, and yeah, I'd like you to watch it. You can show your kids it. It's a really good movie. So yeah, 7 out of 10. See you.